I don't really know what to do here.
For transition.
Yeah. For like the start of the podcast. Although maybe this is just it. Welcome to the Battle Science Podcast, a Pokemon Go PvP podcast where we talk about Pokemon Go and how it relates to PvP, or PvP and how it relates to Pokemon. I am one of your hosts, Steven, a.k.a. aBoyInTheWoods, joined as always by Jesse, a.k.a. RocketAdminJ.
Hi!
We are here to talk about things, and more things. We have some... Oh, you know what the article we don't have here? Play Pokemon.
We talked about that last week.
Did we talk about that last week?
We talked about how our thoughts on it, but we didn't talk about the event.
Did we talk about...
We talked about it. It was one of the last things we talked about before the meta-analysis.
Pull up the page.
Why don't you trust me?
I'm pulling up. Well, I need to pull up podcast episode stuff anyway. Yes, we have the Twitch rival stream, which of course gets announced and happens
between
episodes in the 2 weeks in between episodes. We have Halloween event stuff, which of course information gets released and starts in between episodes. Some bug fixes and tweaks to the games, I believe. What would they be called?
It's not the dev diary.
Quality of life updates. No, we have not gotten the dev diary yet. They're working on it. It just hasn't released yet. Calm yourself. He's a dinosaur. And then Halloween Cup stuff. We'll talk about Halloween Cup in the meta-analysis. But first, some housekeeping. Thank you for listening to the Battle Science Podcast. You are listening to this either via twitch.com or twitch.tv/battlescience, youtube.com at the Battle Science channel, or over on podcast services around the globe. If you are checking us out on one of the three platforms, maybe check out the other platforms, see what kind of content's going on over there. On the Twitch channel, we actually just wrapped up a big ol' hangout sesh while I was cleaning my box space and talking about community days that would both excite and disappoint us. That will be going up as a VOD on YouTube here in probably the next day or two. If not, it's already up there. And on podcast services, we will be getting... I am working on something to hang out with some of our community members, aka the Pokemon Go community members that are participating in factions and getting a little bit more in depth with the factions experience and how it relates to the overall Pokemon Go PvP experience. So that will be coming in the coming weeks, coming soon. I was just saying coming a lot, so figured I'd, try saying it some more, but
who's our Patreon supporters this month?
Thank you to our Patreon producers, Dolphin93, Winston the Champ, Evo Stevo, and Jamar. You too can become a Patreon producer going to patreon.com/battlescience and backing us at a $5 tier or higher, or $5 or more will put you in the Patreon producer category. We actually will have a 5th Patreon producer for the month of November, so keep an eye out for that in 2 weeks.
Would you say an eye or an ear?
Huh?
It's an audio performance. Wouldn't you say an ear out?
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
But it's...
I don't think there's a joke there. I don't think there's a joke there that needs the...
You said an eye out, and it's like, what are they looking for? They're listening to us.
What is it? What is that called? It's not a tri-hit. What do they call that? No, there's a phrase for it. Somebody let me know what the phrase is. There's a phrase, or I'll look it up at some point. Who knows? I might lose sleep over it. We'll find out. I don't want to go too far. You can check out by becoming a patron at $1 or more of the Battle Science Patreon. You can get all of the podcast episodes as well as all of the Battle Science After Dark podcasts where Jesse and I talk about whatever strikes our fancy with no language filter, aka we swear.
FCC ain't got nothing on me.
We say bad words. If that interests you, you can go check that out. If it offends you, then you don't have to spend that extra money to help support the Battle Science podcast. Oh, I'm slightly over-caffeinated. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see. I'm trying to catch Meltan while I'm checking something else out. Right. If you are new to Pokemon Go PvP, you can check out our preseason primer episodes, plural. The August 27th and September 6th are our first and second parts. First and final part, I should say. To our preseason primer. If you want to know more about Pokemon Go PvP, go give those a listen before listening to this podcast so you can get some additional context to how the game is played. And then you can come back and listen to this podcast, and it might make a modicum more sense than it would before. So, that was the other thing. We're going to double check the last episode list. Click on this one. Yep. Yeah, we did talk about the Play Pokemon competitive environment. Okay. Boop. Let's see. Yep, that should do it. Let's get into it. I think. Let me hit buttons.
Giddy up now. This is the news roundup.
All right. We're hopping in to the news that has already happened. Late breaking news. Pokemon Go was the featured game for Twitch Rivals last week, or one of Twitch Rivals events last week. An interesting format of teams of 3 were put together. One general streamer, a Pokemon Go PvP streamer, and then a general Pokemon streamer was the team comp for the Twitch Rivals event. I believe there were 4 teams. The format of this stream, of this competition, were everyone got new Pokemon Go accounts, so no Pokemon already caught. They got a handful of prepped items. So it was something like 300 Pokeballs, 1,000 rare candy. I think 2 incense.
I don't
some
remember, honestly.
amount of items.
Preset items on preset accounts to make the challenge.
Yes. So you went off and caught a bunch of Pokemon and then came back and built your teams
of 6.
Teams of 6, and then you went in and team of 6, pick 3, just like Silph format.
Was it Great League?
Yes, it was Great League. And I don't believe there were any bans except for nothing that was traded, no shadows, and no megas. Realistically, although
they probably
no
had to say that
to,
just because someone might have done it.
Well, there was I don't think there was any opportunity to get megas anyway, so I think that was just an easy, already done kind of thing.
Okay.
But nothing that was traded, and I believe they said no shadows, but I'm not 100% sure. This was on Wednesday, October 13th. The VODs from, I believe, most of everyone's perspectives are still up, as well as the Twitch Rivals VOD is still up. I skimmed through the Twitch Rivals stream. Jesse, did you catch any of the stream?
No.
Okay, so then I get to tell you. You get to listen to me.
And I heard other people's opinions on it, but
who is inviting me to a raid? Who is inviting me to a raid? Oh, it's Teru, New Zealand. is
I just have to
invited
go
a
off what
team.
other people's opinions were because I didn't watch it.
I posted a whole bunch of stuff about it in the Discord. I'm gonna go back over to my notes here. I think the core rule set is stuff we've seen before. There's nothing super surprising happening here with Great League being the format. Bring 6, pick 3. The I think biggest twist here was basically like a catch cup. So you had to catch everything ahead of time and then power up. So you basically dealt with the IVs and such you had.
Yeah.
I think it's refreshing to have accounts that were specific for this. That's a format that's I think I posted in the Discord, seems fairly unsustainable as far as just creating new accounts for tournaments like these. There might be some manner to establish accounts or establish tournaments wherein competitors can sign up for a tournament of such, and then the app allows you to log into a temporary account, basically, that is set up so that you have, X amount of Pokeballs, rare candy, etc., so that you go through the same format, basically.
Yeah.
Is the only way that, like, if the app supported it, that it would make sense. Because I think it's an interesting format.
I mean, that's a lot like Rental Cut from Pokemon Stadium.
Yes, it's almost exactly. It's the best without having. It's incredibly similar. There is a way that realistically you could do the same thing where you have like a temporary account you can log into, that are like pre-created that would have pre-built teams.
Yeah.
Or pre-built Pokemon that you would use for tournaments, which could very well be the play Pokemon format, of having
Pre-made accounts.
With zero.
Say, here's 20 Pokemon that I want to have. Here's the ideal IVs and accessories, and that's all information that they can plug in.
Or maybe not even ideal IVs. Like, who knows?
I mean, but if you don't do ideal IVs, then if you were to say just 10s across the board, then certain things would be better with just 10s.
Right. Yeah, so they have, you can have the flexibility as far as like, oh, we want to run. Ooh, Kraken scored. Way to go. 2-3. Let's see if we can tie it up. They would have the availability to impose, certain cup metas by only allowing certain Pokemon to be available. And then everyone's working with the same groups of stuff. So.
Right, but if you run the same, I mean, we've seen Silph Cups where people get limited to a certain, like, Ferocious.
Mm-hmm.
That would get pretty stale.
Right, but I mean, you're looking at 20 to 50 Pokemon that are available that are already powered up, already double moved.
Right.
You don't have any resources to TM, or maybe you do have some resources to TM within this pool of Pokemon. What do you do?
But that also comes down to what the Pokemon is and how versatile. Like, say something like Hypno could play many roles, but something like Umbreon really only does one thing.
Right, which I think is where having a pool of 50 and you can only bring 6, I think is kind of the point there.
But I mean, also that's why I think everybody that we've ever done the drafts with really enjoy the drafts, because then not everybody has the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's certainly some more flexibility there as far as what that format what can happen within that format.
Yeah.
So I think it's an interesting format. I think with seeing the Pokemon come up and who has what. Someone actually did find like a shiny Lapras while they were going around. The person there was a competitor, I think, in Japan that had found a shiny Lapras.
That makes sense. I feel like Lapras are native there.
I think, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if the incense they had were special incense that spawned a specific...
Had a better pool.
Yeah, that had a different pool.
I I mean, that also makes it a little more versatile too. Is based on where those people live. Some people, like if they were playing from Florida, they'd have access to something like Heracross where no one else would.
Mm-hmm.
So it adds some diversity. But I think based on the people they chose and where the regions, from what I've heard, nothing was like stupid crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it. I would have to go back to really watch the catch phase to see what the regions were, if wild spawns were primarily, or if it was more specifically.
Were those accounts
incense.
locked into the local event?
Or
were they on a different server?
It might have been on a different server because I didn't see a whole lot of the like ghost
Event
stuff.
spawns?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they were.
Like a test server?
Yeah, it would not surprise me. Which is basically the format that if they're going to continue with this kind of format, like that's how it probably should run. Because trying to do a catch cup with this event is, I mean, not impossible, but limiting.
Yeah.
So.
Well, remember for the longest time people would complain about events, and now we're complaining about how many, just maybe 2 or 3 day period where we don't have an event and we get normal spawns like Swampert popping up.
Oh, I see Fraligators.
Yeah.
I see Fraligators and Golbats.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's nice to see those evolved spawns.
Yeah, when there isn't an event taking up all of those rare spawns. It's odd. I mean, ever-changing pendulum swinging back and forth between what we want and what,
Yeah, have a live service game finding that healthy balance.
Yeah. The battle phase, the way that they've structured the battles was basically all of the from what I can tell, all of the experienced PvPers played against each other in one.
How many different teams were there?
There was 6 teams. 6 teams of 3.
Okay.
And there was an experienced PvPer on every team, of varying degrees. So I think the 4 that I can think of right off the top of my head were for the battles. Caleb Pang.
Okay.
I think.
I didn't watch, so I don't know.
I would have to double check. I might be thinking of a different person. King was there, and Speedy's Chief were there. Those are the 4 that I can remember.
And then they had other Pokemon content creators.
Pokemon content creators.
And then generic content creators.
Yeah, and then other Twitch personalities play. The Pokemon content creators and Twitch personalities, I didn't know. I'm not somebody that hangs out on Twitch, so to be honest, I wouldn't generally recognize any of those people.
Did they seem to enjoy themselves?
From what I saw, it went pretty well. Nobody seemed to be getting really frustrated. The commentators, it was somebody who seemed pretty specifically Twitch rivals as far as like the primary host. And then the 2 co-hosts were Pokemon streamers, Pokemon content creators, who have played Pokemon Go and have played Pokemon Go PvP, but they're not specifically Pokemon Go content creators.
Okay.
And so
they knew the references, they knew the moves.
They knew the references, they knew the moves, they knew the
typings,
the general mechanics, the typings they knew, the matchups in general they knew. Because generally between the main series games and Pokemon Go, there's no matchup that a Pokemon would win in one that it would absolutely lose in the other.
Well, Stunfisk regardably.
Yeah, there's a couple of odd ones where like the mechanics don't 1-to-1 move over. So they,
But I think with the common spawns that these creators had,
yes,
most of it's like, I'm imagining things like Ariados were probably used.
I didn't see Ariados.
Okay.
Like Charizard versus Swampert, Swampert on Swampert.
Okay.
Lapras and
was it all Kantos?
Snorlax. No, No,
Okay.
Vigoroth and Skarmory were around.
Okay.
Specifically with the PvPers, because they knew.
Yeah.
Of course. Drifblim.
Yeah.
Drifblim was around. Of course, Drifblim was odd. It was a Vigo versus Drifblim, where like Vigo should arguably do absolutely nothing with its Pokemon Go moveset against Drifblim in the main series games because it's Ghost, and normal doesn't hit Ghost. Fighting doesn't hit Ghost. So
It doesn't hit Ghost and flying resists it.
But in this particular instance, like it was doing
still
some
had to
damage.
do minimum damage.
Yeah. Although, of course, Vigoroth got like 2 Icy Wind. Got hit by 2 Icy Winds.
It was done.
So it like realistically, like it's not doing any damage anyway.
Yeah.
Though it's getting out body slams. So, broken stick. Give me a new one.
How was the presentation?
Very good. Of course, it's produced by Twitch. The graphics package was fantastic. The transition's fantastic. I think my biggest complaint was the format of the matchups and the like wins and losses were like not great. They were
Was
kind
it a
of
Swiss
obtuse.
format?
Round robin.
Okay.
It was round robin. So everyone I think played each other generally. Yeah, my biggest complaint was sort of showing who, because like in the battle format or within the battle phase, like everyone was playing at the same time, so they would switch between battles like as they were going on. So like one team might be on battle 2, whereas one person's still on the first battle.
When they transitioned, did they show like a counter to indicate what game they were on?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No,
so you were
when
just jumping between feeds?
They were jumping between feeds. They were jumping between. So each competitor had their own stream going, and Twitch Rivals basically just pulled in each of those streams
and jumped between their point
swapped
of views.
Swapped between their point of views. In some cases, they pulled in 2 at a time or 4 at a time. So you're seeing, potentially the matchups.
I mean, that was
against
pretty
each other.
crazy when you and I and Proto did that Go Battle Night where we had 3 streams going.
Yeah, it was similar, but they were, there's a producer in the back and
the
director,
commentators as well.
the director that's like going between the different streams to make sure there's always something going on, because with Pokemon Go, you and I both know there's generally a lot of downtime, especially in the Swiss format, where in between rounds you're waiting for someone to finish up. Someone can take 20 minutes extra,
especially with Silph and with the rematch ability.
Yeah,
but I think that's good to hear that it sounds like people were having a good time. It sounds like maybe the general audiences of those people will now have a little bit more. It's not just a tapping game. I mean, it still kind of is, but
it is, but it isn't. There's, as we've said, like the chess game starts before you sit down to play.
Yeah.
And I think it's good that it showed both sides of it. It showed
the pros and
catch. It showed the catch phase. It showed a bit of the team build phase, and then it showed the battling, which I think is really important. Another big emphasis they had was referencing that within the current GBL season, if you get to Legend, you have basically a ticket into whatever the Play Pokemon format is within like those regional tournaments.
Yeah.
They referenced that multiple times on the stream, so that was something that
it sounds like it was a selling point
between Niantic and the Pokemon Company when they were organizing the Twitch Rivals event. That was a big point that they wanted to reference. So that's not
now. Are these in-person tickets or are they digital as well?
I don't know what their plan is. They have not released any information on that as far as what the Play Pokemon format is looking like.
And as far as the getting into Worlds with hitting Legend, we covered that on the last episode. If you haven't heard about it,
yes,
yeah, we did.
Because
it was part of the
Play Pokemon event. If within this current season of Go Battle League, if you hit Legend, you can get you
get put into a queue priority to be placed into the big stage for Pokemon Go PvP.
Is that not a foul? Does that actually count? Yeah, it looks like it counts. That's trash. Cool. Another loss. Go Kraken. I'm just hoping this is a 5-game road trip. We literally played last night in Philadelphia and lost 6-1. So the Kraken then went to New Jersey. We've now lost 2-4. And then we have 4 days before the home opener. So fingers crossed they can build a little more unit cohesion. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yep, I think that's about it. That's, I think, all I had the notes for. So, solid stream. Not disappointed at all. Looked like it went fairly well as far as server-wise. Of course, Niantic and the Pokemon Company seem to have a lot of their, a lot of fingers within sort of the organization for it. So, overall, it probably by design went incredibly well.
Okay.
So, I love this double candy event. There are some of these Meltan catches I'm getting 5 XL candy for.
Yep.
Not that I need it, but I'm getting it. I already had over 1,000 XL candy for Meltan.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I haven't. I don't have the hundo to max out. So, let's see what is next. Pokemon Go Halloween.
This is a big one.
Full event period from October 15th to October 31st. As I switch over and see if this Spinarak is shiny, and it is not. That is too bad. I'm catching it anyway. The Season of Mischief story continues. So Pokemon Go Halloween Mischief. During the entire event, the Season of Mischief story continues. This is the Hoopa event, or Hoopa story quest. That is unlocking different sections as stuff are still going on.
It's a periodical quest.
Yes. Story quest, basically.
Yep.
With Willow to currently the standard form of Hoopa is out.
Yep.
And then we're looking at the potential of the Swole form.
Swole form.
Sorry, Unbound form of Hoopa releasing probably closer to the end of this quest. So, DJ Kiza, I am so very close to getting the final XL candies for Metacham. That would be rank 3 at Best Buddy. And then I have no idea what I'm walking next.
I'm walking Lickitung.
Of course you are.
What is that supposed to mean? I could be walking Dialga.
Ew.
I mean, Ghost Stadium put out a nice reference, DJ. If you want to check their Twitter, they have recommended for each type of GBL.
We retweeted it. And it's in the Discord.
I think I did too, yeah.
It's there. There's a infographic with some of the best choices for
I think I'm going to make a new
XL
channel
candy.
just for graphics.
Haven't you already done that?
I did one for Community Day.
Oh.
Then I just changed it to general infographics.
Yeah, you could do that. Halloween special and timed research. Special research story, What Lies Beneath the Mask, will be available. Ghost-type Pokemon are appearing more often than usual, and Professor Willow has tasked you with learning more about them. Notably, Yamask has started appearing in the wild, prompting his interest in learning more about Ghost-type Pokemon related to masks. What can we learn about these Pokemon, and what can we learn about ourselves in the process? Excuse me. Goodness. Timed research will be available with tasks focusing on participating in the Halloween Cup in the Go Battle League.
Oh, yeah, that research. That was fun.
Participate in Go Battle League. Complete matches and win matches.
Let's put it this way. If
7.
you are someone that hasn't done PvP GBL specifically yet, this is a great time to try it, because the requirement for finishing that part of the section, which is a timed one, is, I think, 7 wins altogether.
In total, yeah.
Everything else is below that. It's either play or win 5 or 2 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you are rank 1 and have not played this season, this is a great opportunity for you to just cheese play whatever, and you can. I mean, don't go auto rec like Steven. Steven learned the hard way.
Wow. Not necessarily learning the hard way. It's just like people are actually running stuff
Yeah.
rather than running auto rec.
But
or
if you're
running
running, if you're just starting in at level 1, it's a good way to learn and experience PvP.
We'll talk about the meta and stuff later
in a
on.
little bit.
Yeah.
But if you are someone that has played for a while, this is it's a little bit more hard to get those consecutive wins.
Event bonuses for the full 2 weeks: 2 times crit transfer candy, 2 times catch candy, 2 times hatch candy, and guaranteed candy XL when walking with your buddy. Get it? Lavender Town music. I play with the sound off. Did not realize this was back. A remix of the iconic Lavender Town music will be playing nightly during the event. Turn up your in-game sound and enjoy those spooky vibes. You can also listen to the music by checking out this video. Get hyped for...
Sorry.
Can we not?
Sorry. There you go.
Yeah, I don't need that. You can listen to the music by checking out this video. Get hyped for Pokemon Go Halloween Mischief. You can turn your music off now.
I'm trying.
You
Sorry.
have to get into your settings, dude.
I'm trying, but I have like 30 pop-ups on my phone because Casey's asking me why I'm not answering my phone.
Costumed Pokemon. Halloween Mischief Pikachu, which can be shiny. Halloween Mischief Piplup, which can be shiny. And Halloween Mischief Driftblim. 2 top hats and a pumpkin crown. I will call Piplup the king of Halloween. Yeah, Piplup and Pikachu can evolve. No surprise there. Driftblim with the hat is only available in raids.
There's a researcher too.
Okay. Which means you would have to farm them and then trade them to try and get that ideal PvP spread.
To be fair, I have been burning my daily passes on them. They are below 1,500 unless it's weather boosted.
Nice.
So you could potentially get a good trade one.
The
costumes are sick.
The costumes are pretty sick. Following, new avatar items will be available to purchase in the in-game shop on Thursday, October 14th, and will continue to be available even after the event ends. Pikachu Pumpkinhead, a.k.a. Pokemon/Halloween-themed Dead Mouse mask. Dead Mouse 5?
Also, have you heard about the glitch that happens with the Pikachu hoodie?
No.
Or the Pikachu head? If you put a hoodie on, it makes your character's face disappear with the hoodie.
Whack. Pumpkaboo top, Pumpkaboo pants, Hoopa headband, and Halloween face sticker if it's a Pikachu ghost balloon sticker on your face. I don't know why they put stickers to put on your face. It seems odd. Kind of like rave aesthetic-esque.
Yeah.
I accidentally bought the Pokeball one.
Accidentally?
No, seriously,
honest,
I
Steven,
did not. I did not mean to buy it. I was like switching masks out, and it was there in the menu, and I was like, okay, oops. Spent 100 coins on that, and I didn't want to.
At least it wasn't something worth 800.
Yeah, thankfully, I guess. Thankfully, I guess. You'll be able to get Halloween-themed stickers by spinning Pokestops, opening gifts, and purchasing them from the in-game shop. That Piplup has a donut and is fantastic. And then they have the Pikachu ghost balloon, which is cool. Streakhead, Pokemon face tattoos. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do the like forehead tattoo, like you're some sort of really odd gangster, but it says Pikachu on it, then go for it. Some spooky bundles will also be available for purchase in the shop throughout the event. Spooky bundles, aka Creepy Crate, 480 Pokecoins, 50 Pokeballs, 1 remote raid pass, 2 super incubators, 4 incense. Boo bundle, 1,480 Pokecoins, 16 premium raid passes, 8 super incubators, 4 incense, 4 star pieces, and the pumpkin pack, 1,480 Pokecoins, 18 super incubators, 2 incubators, 4 incense, 4 star pieces. I will not give an opinion here because I am not doing the math on if any of these are actually worth it. So buy at your own risk. Do the math yourself. Generally, I would recommend not buying any of them. Farm coins from gyms. HR, what's up? HR, no. HR, don't do that. Hey! Don't do that. What are you doing? What are you putting in your mouth? Stop it. Oh, wow, I got it. Ooh. Stop it. Had to deal with HR right there. Right. Halloween Mischief Part 1 Creepy Companions. No, HR. Jesse stepped away, but my dog was, I think, getting into a french fry, which he shouldn't be doing. Buzz. Let's see. So, the Part 1, so for the first week, October 15th to October 22nd, well, actually a little less than a week. First part of Pokemon Go Halloween this year is themed around creepy companions, psychic and poison type Pokemon that can't wait to be encountered and befriended, as well as other friendly creepy Pokemon. Galarian Slowking, the Hexpert Pokemon, will be making its Pokemon Go debut, and Shiny Spinarak will be appearing for the first time in Pokemon Go 2. Next part of the Season of Mischief, a special research story, Misunderstood Mischief, will unlock. Blah, 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 blah. Galarian Slowking. Galarian Slowpoke will now be able to evolve into Galarian Slowking. To evolve it, set a Galarian Slowpoke as your buddy and catch 30 Psychic-type Pokemon. A.k.a. Who cares about King Rock? King's Rock. Who cares about King's Rocks anymore? Dog, I love you, and I would love to pet you more, but, like, I'm in the middle of something. Do you mind hanging out? No, you don't get to do that. Galarian Slowking will be available after the event as well. Wild Encounters Pokemon. These Pokemon will be appearing more frequently in the wild. The Halloween Mischief Pikachu, Zubat, Drowsy, Ghastly, Spinarak, Mischievous Shuppet, Halloween Mischief Piplup, Stunky Woobat, and Gothita. If you're lucky, you might encounter the following Yamask. You really don't have to be that lucky to encounter Yamask. It is around. In raids, 1-star raids have Galarian Slowpoke, Murkrow, Scraggy, Yamask, and Esper. In 3-star raids, it is Alolan Raichu, Sableye, Bayonet, Halloween Mischief, Drifblim. And in 5-star raids, it is Altered Formy, Giratina. Mega raids have a Mega Gengar.
What am I not doing?
Huh?
What am I not doing?
No, the dog was eating a french fry.
Oh.
And I told him not to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. In 7K eggs, in the common spawns, Spinarak, Mischievous, Shuppet, Chingling, and Litwick. Uncommon, Galarian Yamask, and Golett.
I'd love to ask our community a question.
Okay.
Outside of the community question.
Okay.
How many people are doing 7Ks?
Not me.
Like, show of hands?
Just in general?
Because I can see your hands. Steven's one-handed skill went up by 10.
Proficient. DJ Keza is doing 7K eggs.
Really? Okay. Well, more power to you. I just those pools don't appeal to me. Steven's typing. I'm concerned.
No, I'm putting that in the Discord.
Oh, okay. It's just, I don't find it appealing. I mean, looking at it right now, what were the more common ones?
Spinarak, Mischievous, Shuppet, Chingling, and Litwick.
All of those except the last two are spawning pretty commonly. And even then, Chingling's not really that great. And Litwick can't even be shiny, so there's no appeal there for me. It is a chance for a shiny Spinarak, but they're so common. And there's also decent research just to get them, like the 3 great throws in a row, I think it is. That's true. I can respect that. DJ Kizza also says the regular eggs don't really appeal either. Which right now I think their main pool is pretty meh too. So I mean if you're out there doing the walking and actually getting through those, more power to you. I think the next event here that you're about to talk to is going to be the more appealing one for me.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, probably, I don't know. Oh, Field Research Task Encounters, Halloween Mischief, Pikachu, Zubat, Drowsy, Spinarak, Halloween Mischief, Piplup, Woobat, Gothita. If you're lucky, you might encounter the following: Halloween Mischief, Driftblim, and Clarion Yamask. I have been unlucky. I have not encountered either of them. Pokemon Go Halloween Part 2, Ghoulish Pals. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. Don't post more text. Don't let that get buried. Please and thank you. Second part of Pokemon Go Halloween Mischief is called Ghoulish Pals. It is from October 22nd to October 31st. Ghost types will be appearing more often everywhere as we get closer and closer to Halloween. Spectacularly Spectral, Pumpkaboo, and Fantup will make their Pokemon Go debuts alongside their evolutions, Gorgeist and Trevenant. Trevenant?
I would have been incredibly... It would have been interesting to see if they hadn't released those this season.
We had to wait.
How much of a dumpster fire the community would have been.
I mean, just one of them probably would have been somewhat enough, but, you know.
Shh. It hasn't come out yet. They could redact it.
At this point, no. No, you'd be, what is it?
Pitchforked?
Yep, you'd be encountering a lot more issues if they roll that kind of thing back. Let's see. We're also getting word that you'll be able to encounter Pumpkaboo of varying sizes, just like you can in the Kalos region. Gorgeist evolved from Pumpkaboo will also vary in sizes. During this time, intrepid trainers can complete a collection challenge that'll encourage them to seek these ghost-type Pokemon. You know more about those than I do, so when we get to that point, I will kick it over to you. Season of Mischief Special Research Story unlock. Next part of Season of Mischief Special Research Story, Misunderstood Mischief will unlock. If you complete this season special research story, you'll get a special event at the end of the season that might have something to do with Hoopa. You've already caught Hoopa. Professor Willow has a frightening but eye-opening encounter with some Fantup and Trevenant in a forest. This reminds him that Hoopa is also a ghost-type Pokemon, so perhaps this is the perfect opportunity to do more research on the spooky spectral Pokemon around us. I'm trying to catch the Milton. Get in the ball. Get in the ball. Pokemon debuts. Fantup, Trevenant, Pumpkaboo, and Gorgeist make their debuts in Pokemon Go. New size mechanic. With the introduction of Pumpkaboo comes a new mechanic to Pokemon Go. Pumpkaboo that are larger will actually look larger in the game. So Pumpkaboo have small size, average size, large size, and super size. Gorgeist has small size, average size, large size, and super size. To my understanding, the different sizes have different stats. Is that correct?
Yes, but
How
in Pokemon Go, it's only going to translate to cosmetic.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was confirmed that it was different stats.
Was it?
Maybe. Do you want to double check the Pokeminers? See if they mentioned anything. They would be the people to check.
Okay, I'll look it up. Because in the main series games, I have the notes right here.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger it is, the more HP and attack it has, and the slower it is. It just gets more bulky.
Okay.
I will check. I would not like to be one of those people that would lie to you.
Jesse, why would you lie to me? Wild Encounters. Sorry, I have like 10 seconds left on the... There we are. There's my final Meltan. Excellent. Wild Encounters. Halloween Mischief, Pikachu, Ghastly, Murkrow, Mischievous Shuppet, Halloween Mischief, Piplup, Purloin, Fantup, Small Size Pumpkaboo, and Average Size Pumpkaboo. If you're lucky, you might encounter Haunter, Yamask, Litwick, Large Size Pumpkaboo, and Super Size Pumpkaboo. So get them while they're hot. I imagine the Pumpkaboo will still give you the same amount of candy no matter what size it is. So go catch them. If they're common spawns, go get those small size Pumpkaboo. You might get shiny of the event Pikachu, Ghastly, Murkrow, Mischievous Shuppet, event Piplup, and Yamask.
Okay.
Maybe potentially. Yes?
From PvPoke, at PvPoke.
Mm-hmm.
The site has been updated. Generally, Gorgeist's stat product increases with its size, but the difference is pretty small. The biggest advantage of supersized Gorgeist is it requires fewer XLs for Ultra League. I will send you the tweet here.
So generally it's the same though?
It's what I'm seeing.
Cool.
How do I do the thing where I go, I want to share this with the world. There's the button. There's the thing. I'm going to throw it to you on Discord.
Okay. Do it. Do it. Raids. The following Pokemon will be available to challenge in raids for the first time in Pokemon Go. Mega Absol will be available to challenge in Mega Raids. Murkrow, Yamask, Galarian, Yamask, Phantup, and Average Size Pumpkaboo will be in 1-star raids. 3-star raids will be Alolan, Marowak, Bayonet, Halloween Mischief, Driplim, and Lampent. 5-star raids will be Darkrai, and Mega Raids will be Mega Absol. Saturday, October 30th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, October 31st. Pokemon Go Halloween Mischief Special Raid Weekend. In celebration of Halloween weekend and the introduction of Mega Absol and Mega Raids, Mega Absol and Darkrai will appear more frequently in raids. Cool. Let's pop open this tweet. Increase size, but the difference is pretty small. Biggest advantage besides Gorgeist is okay. Let's see what our stats are looking like. So for Great League, you're looking at the stat product change of 9. Let's see, 15, and let's see. So lower level for the larger sizes, higher stat product, probably, let's see. As far as ideal, you're probably looking at large, I think, as far as a balance between level and stat product, because the stat product between large and super is only 5.
Okay.
5 points, versus the stat product between average and large is, well, there's a higher level difference here, but the stat product difference is something like 15.
And is it going to be one of those things where it's preferred in Ultra versus Great?
With a Ghost and Grass type? Well, we've seen Ghost allows for a lot more flexibility within types.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what
its moves are.
What its moves are. What
I'm
its
sure
moves
PvP
availability.
has them up.
Let's pop it open.
I got it.
PV Poke Battle. Here we go.
There you go.
Hex, Seed Bomb, Shadow Ball. Ho. Ho, ho, ho.
That's pretty
Wait,
dirty.
it's got Fire Blast and Foul Play. What in the world? And then Razor Leaf as a fast move. It can only get better if it had Bullet Seed. Probably, maybe.
At least the sizes don't have varying moves.
Thank goodness for that. Yeah, like without running the numbers here, I think probably large is what you're looking for. I mean, getting a really good one, your overall stat product is not incredibly different between the three of them.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is the primary difference? Your attack and defense go down, but your stamina goes up from small to super.
Okay.
So you get less attack and defense, but you're higher stamina. So you are increasing the bulk, but that also does require that the level goes down, because your overall stats that are going into
the level up anyway.
Yeah. So your small, the ideal small is at level 25.5, whereas your super, the super size is 21.5.
And is that for Great League or Ultra?
That's Great League. Yeah. Ultra, yeah, the biggest thing with Ultra, bless you. The biggest thing with Ultra is that Gorgeist small to reach 2494 has to be level 50 at 11, 15, 15.
Okay.
Whereas Gorgeist Super is a 0, 14, 14, 42.5, and is at the same, nearly the same, 24.95,
And
24.98.
and if I remember correctly from that article, the supers are going to only be limited to eggs and raids.
Nope, they will spawn
Very rarely.
very rarely in the wild. They will spawn rarely in the wild.
So getting those ideal AVs on something, it almost makes sense to harvest, just catch every one of them.
Yeah.
And if you happen to get a small one that's a better than the potential large one you'll get, for the minuscule difference, it might be worth it.
Yeah, I would prioritize the large and super for your ultra, and then small and average
for great.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a lot of numbers to look between. I mean,
But to be fair, that's what you want, right? For the tiers for leagues, you want your smaller ones for Great League, and you want your big ones for Big League.
yeah,
It's a lot of harvesting, but I think that's kind of the fitting with the theme for the Pokemon.
yeah.
Just be happy it's the only one that does that.
Yeah.
Thank you, TJ.
Okay. Let's finish it. Egg, Spinnerack, Mischievous, Shuppet, Litwick, Fantup.
And that's for the second week, right?
Yep, Galarian, Yamask, Golett.
See, the second week I would almost be more inclined to do 7Ks for, just because the Fantup and the Pumpkaboo have a chance to be in those.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll wait and see how common the spawns for those are, though.
Yes. And then Driftblim goes away from research, and Galarian Yamask goes in.
Okay. For week 2 on the raids, did they show what they were?
Yes.
Is Marowak in there? It is.
Yes.
Hooray!
2-star raids. Alolan Marowak.
Hooray! Too bad it won't have Bone Club. Or Shadow Bone.
Yes, that we know of.
I think they would have made mention of it by now.
Probably. Let's see.
Yeah, those week 2 raids are much better than the first week.
Yep.
Plus, you'll have a chance to get Mega Absol, which will be a new one.
Yep. Mega Absol is a new Mega for this. 2 times transfer candy, 2 times catch candy, and 2 times hatch candy, as long with guaranteed XL, is pretty big bonus, especially for a full 2 weeks. Go ham if you have stuff that is in your research stack and you're looking for candy. Do it. If you have stuff that you are looking to transfer it, because you're getting that bonus candy. If you need to
do some trades,
if you need to clear out your box space, do it.
I mean, this is a great, just make sure you do it all before, 8 p.m. local on Halloween?
I believe so.
Like with what Steven's doing, you did pre-show, you were tagging things for transfer, that way you can just do it all at once.
Mm-hmm. Who decided it's still Tuesday? It's Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Oh, please don't remind me.
It's Tuesday. All right. Next bit of news here. Coming soon, testing improvements to the Pokemon Go experience. Trainers in the coming months will be testing minor gameplay adjustments in certain parts of the world. We continue to strive to improve the Pokemon Go experience. As such, this is PokemonGoLive.com. The October 13th blog post, coming soon, testing improvements to the Pokemon Go experience. We continually strive to improve Pokemon Go experience. As such, we want to ensure the changes we make are beneficial to and make a strong positive impact on the greater community, as well as each individual trainer's experience before we launch them globally. It's a long sentence. We appreciate the community support, particularly within these regions, as we test variations of these features to understand what works best. Here's a sneak peek of some of the features we'll be testing over the next few months. Nickname suggestions for new trainers. Wait, what? Nickname suggestions? As in, like, Pokemon nicknames or trainer nicknames?
I think trainer is
Weird.
how I interpreted it.
Interesting. an expanded set of trainer tips.
I like Trainer Tips' tweet. I'm being
Nick,
replaced.
yeah, Nick. They're replacing me in game. New Pokestop functionalities, egg hatch updates, including the option to skip the hatch animation, and a special research story that introduces new trainers to the world of Pokemon Go. Yes, please. There is no tutorial for this game.
5 years later.
Please. Yeah, I mean, it's something live service games really don't do well, especially the ones that I have experience with. Destiny 2 never did it. Fate Grand Order barely did it. Pokemon Go does not do it either. Put a tutorial in your dang game. My brief experience with Monster Hunter World as well really didn't do a whole lot as far as tutorial stuff.
That's
Thank
also
goodness
not
I was
a
in a
good game to come into the franchise on.
I mean, having not played another Monster Hunter game, probably not. The best thing was I had friends in my ear in a group chat that were like,
Was it just
Go
like
do
your
that.
experience with Unite?
no, Unite actually has legitimate tutorials. It starts off pretty reasonable.
I meant with the friends screaming in the ear.
No. I mean, I guess it's similar.
Go this way, go
Sure.
this way, go through that, don't die.
I guess that sounds like no. It's a reasonable. It was a more reasonable experience than playing Overwatch with my brother. It was like, no, you're doing go play this character. We need this team comp and this team comp and do that and this over. And I'm like, dude, I just played for the first time yesterday. I don't even know what characters I like. I don't even know what characters even play well.
Yeah.
And was the last day I ever played Overwatch.
Oof.
Yeah. Yep. Skip egg animation feature is going to be great. Evil Tim Geddes be like, party mode is back. They're doing the like evil versions of people doing the opposite things.
Of these things, what do you think excites you the most?
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? None of these things excite me.
Yeah, that's an option.
Yes. I mean, as somebody that is a filthy casual and wants to see new players enjoy the game, expanded set of trainer tips and a special research story that introduces new trainers to the world of Pokemon Go would be great. If the special research has some like basics on like, here's type advantage, and here's resources and, X, Y, and Z Pokemon and all this stuff, that's great.
I mean, there is some stuff to help trainers with battling. If you happen to lose against the Rocket, your representative leader will be like, here's some types I would suggest using instead.
Yeah.
But when it's the leaders and you just can't beat them because they have things that hurt really hard, really quick, and have limited counter options, then, it's like, hey, how about instead of telling me how to beat them, you help me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Uh,
But yeah, I'm hoping this isn't the Dev Diary, and you've said that
No.
it's not.
No, it's not.
But we're 3 weeks into October now, guys.
Bro, we have until October 31st
Please
at
don't
11:59
do that. I
p.m.
hate those kind of companies that
Do
do
it.
that.
Post it at 11:59 October 31st. Everyone else is still asleep. Post it PST because everyone else is already done. And your
And
Niantic
it's on
headquarters
Niantic
are
time.
probably- yeah. Done.
I hate that stuff.
Push
I
notification
hate that
it.
stuff. We had school projects where people would do that.
I would do it all the time. College, thank you.
That is a pet peeve. I don't have many, but that is one. People that hold out to the very last minute or make some stupid bleeping excuse that they couldn't get it done.
Oh, that is oh my God. It's so hot. It's a custom painted PlayStation 5 controller.
Okay.
It's gorgeous. It's the white and the orange. Oh my God. It's the best. Sorry.
Steven's creaming over a creamsicle controller.
Watch your dirty mouth. It's beautiful.
Moving on.
Nope, this is not the Dev Diary. They've basically confirmed that in a Eurogamer article, which I put in our Discord. I guess I could do a recommended reading. I'll pop that in the description. Let me put it in copy link. Let me put it in the Twitch chat here. Read it. Form your own opinions. I'm of the mind that this article is very glass half full, whereas a lot of other people are glass half empty. It's somewhat PR speak, but also seems to be a semi-reasonable responses, I would say. It's not out of it's they don't reach with their answers and stuff. There's obviously things that like we all want answers to, and they're just, as a company, not ready to respond, of course. They might have the answers, but they don't want to distract from what's currently going on in the game. So yes, go read the article there. I believe it's Tom. Let me pull it up. Tom Phillips over at Eurogamer, speaking with Michael Strenka and Philip Mars from
Pokemon Go or from Niantic.
Okay. I guess it's time to transition. Oh no.
Welcome to the meta-analysis.
Every once in a while, I'm reminded of the title of that transition. You linked to me factions, Silph Arena factions. We're rotating Silph Arena factions. Is there?
There is another image underneath that.
Did I not open the right thing then? That one's great. That one is fantastic. This is the one. This is the way. Silph Arena factions prepared for the field metas of Cycle 2. Comet Field, Fire Flying, Ice, Normal, and Psychic, with bans to Mega, Altaria, all Megas, Altaria, Defense Deoxys, Metacham, Wobbuffet, Chansey, and Mantine. And Twilight Field. It sounds a lot like Twilight Cup.
It is. It's Twilight 2.0.
Oh, sick. Poison, Ghost, Dark, Fairy with no Megas, no Nidoqueen, and no Pawniard. Interesting ban.
XL Pawniard is disgusting.
I imagine so. If XL Vullaby basically plays the same thing as Mandibuzz, but better. Yeah. XL Candy makes things gross. Well, I think
this would be something fun to discuss with the people we mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Both you and I don't have any experience with factions.
No, we don't.
These are the two of the specialist fields, if I remember correctly, for the next factions cycle. Just at a first glance, Comet Field looks appealing. Those are some interesting types that you don't see very often mixed up together. Fire looks like it would be very destructive with both the ice and I can't see what it was now because you moved away.
Hold on. Vigoroth. An obstacle. Diggersby. Wow, Ninetales ranked number 4. Way to go.
So Psychic Normal offers a lot of versatility. That's potentially big for some of the Gen 5 stuff because there's a lot of normal hybrid stuff. Like Pyro, well, I guess Pyro would fit into the fire or the normal side. What's the Bibarel? Could be a considerable option because there's no water technically. Diggersby would be another one.
Rank 33 for Bibarel. Diggersby is rank 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
XL.
Yep.
Yep.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to be. You can do a rank 40 or level 40.
Psychics get pretty interesting too because you do have things like Malamar is now available. Hoopa. Executor, but I don't think you'd want to bring Executor with 3 of its main weaknesses in this cup.
Well, so here's the problem. Obstagoon and Mandibuzz are both available due to their other typing.
Yeah.
The
Which
first Psychic is Lapras, or the first Psychic is Mew at rank 17.
Yeah, which
The
makes
next one
sense.
is Cresselia at 30, and
Yeah.
then Gardevoir Shadow at 36.
Yeah. Gardevoir is there because it's the Charmer against the Darks.
They're not great. They're not performing. Hypno
No,
is at rank
Psychics aren't
50.
great.
Yeah,
Where's Hypno at?
50.
Okay. So he's right in the middle.
Yeah. And then Lugia at 67 and Victini at 73. Oh.
Yeah, Lugia is a decent hybrid. I think it's just mostly afraid of the ice.
It's rough, buddy.
But that'll be interesting stuff to talk about with our friends that are in factions.
Yep.
Just a heads up for those that do listen to the podcast or listen to us that are playing in factions. We are excited to hear what your thoughts are on these 2 new fields, what you're looking forward to in your next cycle, and what your overall experience has been. And if anyone that is listening is in factions and would like to share with us their experience, either hop on Twitter, reach out to us, jump in the Discord, ask pretty much just tell us anywhere what your thoughts on factions are. We're just trying to get a better understanding of what it is and everybody's experiences in it.
I thought this was a reference to Assassin's Creed. I'm confused.
I'll check it out later.
Okay. I'll keep it up. Too much caffeine and Twitter is available. Ready to move on?
Yep.
Halloween Cup. I did not read Jerry Seawolf's Under the Halloween Lights. Nor did I read the Eurogamer article on Halloween Cup.
Eurogamer just kind of bullet points, potentially good picks.
Let me pull open the game and say what's available. Because I don't remember the types. It is Great League. Great League, so 1500 CP. It is a GBL format, not a Silph Arena format. So it is...
Bug, Poison, Dark, Fairy, Ghost.
Bruh, I was going to say that. Let me pop it back open so I'm not losing my... Yep. Bug, Poison, Dark, Fairy, Ghost. Yeah, there's some... With the Poison buffs... most recently, and then the bug buffs we've had in the past, and then some of the higher performing darks that we've had recently. This meta is kind of stacked, to be honest. Excuse me. Things like Nidoqueen, Frostlass, Drifblim. You're looking at Azumarill, or
Azumarill.
That naming screen, man. I don't know how well Ariados performs.
It's hit and miss.
But Galvantula's
Galvantula's around because Azumarill's around.
Azumarill's around, and Mandibuzz.
Yeah.
Mandibuzz is around because Scrafty can play around here. Yeah, it's a nice balance of types. This kind of combo is something we've seen probably 3 or 4 times, and has a lot of crossover with the current Silph meta. Like a lot of
With
crossover.
Lunar Cup.
Yeah. So I think is there a core difference? I think fairy types aren't allowed in Lunar.
That sounds correct, yeah.
Because Azumarill's not in Lunar.
Yeah.
So like your team, if you're participating in a Silph meta, will translate, and your team generally for GBL. Nope, I didn't mean to do that.
Now you're stuck in a battle.
Nope, I can exit. My throat's kind of scratchy. This is not ideal.
Hydrate.
Yeah, I've only gone through about one bottle out of the 2 bottles I've had, and I've only been live for almost 6 hours.
Haha.
Inadvertent practice for a 12-hour live stream for extra life ?
Oh, hey, neat. It works on the suits. Well, a lot of the backpacks and gear don't work on the leaders' costumes because it's considered an outfit, like a full outfit. So I'm surprised
that's
that the
considered a
Pikachu
hat.
works.
The Pikachu pumpkin head is a helmet. Yeah, there's a lot of cross-pollination here. So I think the play between the two is similar. I'm not running anything special. I'm running Golbat.
Is this worth 250 coins?
What, the helmet?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's just memey enough. It's gonna stay after the event too. So.
Will it?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they said.
Will it still be the same price though?
Yes. Let me check. Full event period. Outfit. Yep, will continue to be available after the event ends.
Okay.
Absolutely, it's worth it, says DJ Kizza. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth here, so I think if you're playing one, you could try the other for the most part. So I'm running Azumarill, Golbat, and Scrafty with Scrafty in the back. And so far so good. Playing pretty well. I've matched up against, what's my lead? I'm leading Azu, and I've hit several poison leads, but I've been able to win out in them, so thankfully. So, but I'm also incredibly low level, so I think I'm at like rank 8. My PvP experience in GBL is going to be different than a lot of other people's, so what are you giggling about?
Yeah, send it to you on Discord.
Okay. I don't know. I think that's about it. Do you have anything else? Any experience from the Halloween Cup?
I've been running some really mixed things.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Boop.
I purchased it.
I've come for your candy. Audio listeners, we're looking at Jesse's character model.
Oh my god!
What?
Look what it looks like on this.
On the little portrait in the corner, it's huge.
I'm gonna send a screenshot.
I love just it's no one's expecting it. You're just like whoop. Ah!
I wonder what that's gonna look like at GBL.
It's gonna look ridiculous.
Here you go.
Oh my god. It's the little. It's so big. It's huge in the corner. Oh, interesting. There's a cutoff there where your level is.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I zoom in further? Yes.
The Weedle. You can still see the face under the mask.
Eye. Oh, that's great. If you're listening to the audio, go check out the video format.
Or we could just post these in Discord too under podcast discussion.
Can I? Hold on. Screenshot preview. Stream recordings. Pokemon Go screenshot. Yes. Yes. Here.
I think that was worth $250. I'll get that back in 2 days.
Off topic. Let's see.
My experience is Halloween Cup though.
Yeah.
I have been running mixed teams because I did a stream to get the research done.
Mm-hmm.
My team has been I nicknamed it Spoopy. Lately I've been running Dusclops lead with the elemental punches.
Hmm.
Shadow Sizor and Azu. And literally I just leave Azu in the back and hope I see the poison in the front. Because most of the poisons are going to be either Nidoqueen of something like a Golbat that has flying, or something like Drapion or Skunk Tank. Ideally, I don't want to run into a dark poison on my lead, because if I'm running Dusclops, Hex doesn't do anything, and I got to get to a charge move. Ideally, it's Nidoqueen lead, because then I can use Ice Punch. And Nidoqueen is double poison with Poison Jab, Poison Fang, and Ghost resists poison.
Okay.
So if I can get to numeral Ice Punches, same thing with the Mawile lead. If I see a Mawile lead, neither of the elemental fangs really hurt Dusclops. It's pretty bulky. It is an XL Dusclops. Fire Punch will put the hurt on Mawile.
Yes.
It's a bulky lead that I can play around with. And that's why I've been using it. Other things I've run in this cup are Dragalge. I had that rank 10 that we found that I powered up and second moved.
That you found.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't. I was at work.
I tried that out. That was interesting, but not enough things that Dragon Tail hits. What's going on?
It's the post-game show for the Kraken, and of course, like the desk sponsors, divorce lawyers for men. Oh, it's funny. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
And then General Azu, because Azu.
This Battle Science podcast is brought to you by Divorce Lawyers for Men. Not actually. Hashtag not sponsored.
Oof.
Yeah, I would not let that happen.
But yeah, that's my experience. Is it's been kind of all over the place. Expect to see a poison. Expect to see a dark. Play around that. Ground types usually work pretty well.
Run a fighter or a charmer.
I would say charmer over fighter. Fighters kind of don't really want to have anything to do with the fairy or the ghost. Especially things like Driftbloom.
It's crafty.
Oh, you got to get to the dark pulses.
Yeah, I'm running it as a anchor. So, is that it? Is that about it?
Yeah, I mean, Halloween Cup's interesting. If you don't, the nice thing is you're not forced to play it. Regular Open Great League is available as well.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to do the themed cup, you have the chance to just do regular Great League, which I think Halloween is a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing like Chansey in Little Jungle that's like oppressive. So
they are doing the Players Cup choice for the next themed one. And the most popular ones I'm seeing are Retro, which is Kanto, which is another option. Retro or Kanto are the two popular ones. The only difference between Retro and Kanto is in Retro, there's no Steel or Dark.
Right. Okay.
So just no Alolan Muck, Alolan Graveler, or no Alolan Grimer or Muck, and then no Magnemite line.
Oh.
That's it.
Those are the only
and
bands.
then A/.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Alolan.
Because in Kanto
Sandslash.
Comp, you can use Alolans.
Right. That's, I think, Alolan Marowak was like the lead of one of the best ones to use.
But to be honest, either of those cups don't entice me, because that still means you're going to see XL Chansey.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, and your best counters
Machamp.
is Machamp, which is okay. Unless you're running like XL. Does Machop have counter?
Yeah.
Could you run an XL Machop?
You wouldn't want to.
Oh, okay.
With Hypno available, why would you want to?
True.
I mean, if anything, you hope they run a Pound Chansey and you put up against the Nidoqueen against it, you just sit there and Poison Fang it down.
Well, Poison Fang debuffs attack, right?
Oh, that's right.
So stall tactic still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Chansey does have Psychic.
That's gross. Chansey Hypno, and what's your third?
If we're going just for thickness, Snorlax.
And then, yeah, Hypno beats out. You run. That's an ABB line.
Yeah.
That's a normal hole.
Patent.
I don't like that. I mean, it works, but I don't like that. You also have to have... Snorlax is not hard to be have powered up for Great
No,
League.
it's only like level 15.
Yeah, I imagine most people have that already.
Give the Shadow Snorlax.
You don't want it. But Chansey is
Required XL.
required XL. So, well, you can run up rank level 40, but to have the larger bulk.
How close can I get right now?
I mean, I don't have the my biggest problem is I'd love to have the Chansey. I don't have the Hundo.
I do.
Yeah, of course you do. Didn't I give it to you?
Uh,
I think I was the one to give it to you.
Nope. Caught during field research, community day event, Snivy. Oh, that was the flower crown one, remember?
Oh.
I had it stacked on research. I went to go catch it. I was like, oh, this was a flower crown one. And it's not. And I caught it. I was like, it's a Hundo, and you almost dropped your phone.
I hate it. Yeah, because I've been wanting a Hundo Chansey for a while now.
So this one that I have at level 40 would be 1255. I do not have anywhere near the enough amount. I have 28 XL candy.
You gotta better just start walking, boy. That actually might be my next. Well, there's plenty of things that are actually like reasonable that require XL.
Okay, people in our chat that are listening on Twitch, we have an option to spend some of our beaker. What are we calling it?
Beaker juice.
Beaker juice. Give me a nickname for this Hundo Chansey. Spend some of those channel points. I need a good. I want to name it Disgusting, but I feel like that's mean.
Disgusting. I don't know what I need to XL next. Actually, let's just let's pull up the
Ghost Stadium one.
Yeah, I want to pull up that graphic. Did you post it in general?
Yeah.
Yes, you or no. I put it in general. Ha. Yes. Okay. For Great League, Go Stadium, God tier XLs. I guess I should probably do my rank 4 Azumarill.
Gross.
Yeah, right. Metacham, Azumarill, Sableye, which is purified. I don't think Sableye really.
It's relevant consistently.
It's semi-relevant consistently, but I think the problem is it's hard-walled by Charmers.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to begin with, weren't in the game, and it was very good, and now you really have to be careful about that.
Well, it's niche. If it's in a Silph format where there is no Charmers, then it's going to run crazy rampant.
Bastiodon,
the corner piece for any whole team.
Lickitung, Diggersby, which realistically, Bunnelby.
It's feasibly common, so you can get it.
You don't have to walk it per se.
But it is only a 2-kilometer walk, so it is a quick one to get XLs on.
That's true. I'm gonna get it with catches. I'm not gonna throw it on his best buddy, or as my buddy. Wobbuffet and Pachirisu.
So Pachirisu on the entirety of that list, I think if you're not someone that lives in the northern part of the country or the world, that was exclusive to events or getting it from somebody else. That's one that I would probably put as a priority because it's not going to be obtainable through other means.
So that's God tier. So things you should prioritize. I would say the two or three I would recommend are to walk during this event. Metacham and Azumarill are all over the place. I think the biggest problem is Metacham is pretty consistently banned in metas where it would be relevant.
It and Deoxys kind of share that uber tilt role.
Yeah, where like having a good one is good for general, but usually it's banned. But Azumarill is one to look out for because it also doesn't spawn a ton from what I can tell. Although Jamar will probably tell me, "Oh, I just walk down the street and I see 6 of them." He's in the water biome. The And then the next one I would usually recommend would probably be Lickitung. Bastiodon and Sableye are ones where they're more specific as far as like requiring XL and being relevant in metas. They're a little bit more niche. Bunnelby you can get via catches. I wouldn't worry too much about having it be your buddy, just because also depending on which one you like a good stat product one, you don't have to have it as your best buddy. Some of the stat products you can get are like 48.5 to 50. You don't need the best buddied. Also, they spawn enough in the wild that getting a bettered stat product one shouldn't be too crazy.
Yeah.
Wobbuffet's real niche.
Yeah.
Like
it's one of those ones that I think gets banned more than Medi does.
Would not surprise me. I've not tallied it up, but it would not surprise me. It's and realistically, like performance wise, it's not banned because it's overpowered. It's banned because Silph Arena doesn't want to promote stall tactics at all, because that's like not fun.
Well, it's not fun for the individual matchups, but it also delays tournaments.
Yes. It's not good for the format.
You would be the most hated person in a live tournament.
Yeah, it between that and like Chansey, like it's not good.
Bueno.
Yeah. Thank goodness it's not in Gen 1, because then I would run Retro Cup with.
Oh, they're gonna run Chansey Lickitung.
Oh, you could run Chansey Lickitung Hypno. Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah, norm. I think I like that better than normal hole. And then Pachirisu super rare, that like if you have it, go for it, but it's also a limited availability and somewhat niche. I wouldn't worry a ton. Your strong picks where
and this is for Great League specifically.
This is for Great League specifically. The Ultras, I'm not even going to get into that list.
But if you want to check it out, Go Stadium.
Yep.
Has it on their Twitter, has it on their Discord.
The same tweet that has this graphic has the Ultra graphic. And then Master, of course, best buddy everything, I guess, if you feel like it.
Legendaries.
So your strong picks, excuse me, are the cast forms. All of the cast forms, because their stat products are the same.
Which,
the benefit is they share candy as well.
Yes.
So.
And they have been fairly common even during this event.
Yeah, they've been. I've seen a handful of them, and usually they're weather boosted, so they have a higher chance of giving
bonus candies.
Bonus candies. Chansey, I guess.
Because why not?
Yeah. Best buddy boost makes it strictly better in all three stats. Yeah. Vullaby, I guess.
So the next couple ones on that list: Vullaby, Litleo, Sandshrew Alolan, both Grimers, Drifloon. Drifloon.
Yeah, Drifloon.
Those are all first tier XLs.
They're weird. They're
what the community would consider bold investments.
Yeah, they have equal, if not better, movesets from their evolutions, and
for the Great League tier,
as well as the XL requirement makes them bulkier than just a standard evolution. And let's see, all of these are 2 tiers, so it's their base form and their evolution. XL Candy basically puts these in a really weird position where if you spend the resources, they're relevant, and it's really weird. So it's an odd. It makes them odd choices.
I guess it comes down to looking at their moves between their base and their evolution,
and
seeing which one offers more of what you need,
and having the hundos.
Yeah.
The Grimers also may perform better if purified to learn return. Let's see. That is the same boat with Poliwhirl. Was it Servine?
Yeah.
In between
Snivy
and Superior.
yeah.
Jumpluff. Really? Jumpluff? Needing XL candy?
Yep. Before it was the hundo at level 40, and then when they redid the levels, it's now a 0, 14, 15, I think, at like level 47.
Well, I didn't get a hundo Melmetal or
Meltan.
Meltan. What is my Jumpluff stats? Oh, it's a 615, 12. So okay. Hop Up Community Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3-tier that has a shiny that hasn't been released. So
There's
if any
a good possibility it will be a community day.
in the new year. Let's see.
Maybe like in April.
I was gonna say March. Yeah, one of those 2 months. It's not a. It's a very safe bet.
Yeah,
to look
I
at those
wouldn't
two.
worry too much about a jump off.
No. And then the one you were talking about, Dusclops.
Yep.
Wormadam Trash, and then Nidorino and Nidorina. But Nidorino, you're looking at Shadow, and Nidorina, you're looking at Purified to learn Return. So, and then of course Spice picks of look, Machops on this list. Pawniard, things like Pawniard, Tortuga,
The Slowpoke.
Dustox, the Slowpokes, Bonsley.
Bonsley is pretty good.
Bonsley's whack. Ladian, from what I'm hearing, is not performing well enough. The Dwebble. Dwebble's a weird one on
Actually
this list.
performs pretty well in
Yes.
Halloween Cup, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah. Wait. Staravia? Really?
Spinda is a spicy one, especially for something like Little Cup. But you don't need anything else for that. Psycho Cut, Icy Wind, and something else. I don't remember.
I feel like we've talked about that moveset.
Yeah.
That's a whack moveset, dude. It's one of those normal types that just have a ridiculous movesets. Yeah, there's some weird stuff here in the spice picks. If you have the hundos and want to spend the resources and get the XL candy, then go for it. So yeah, there's some odd best buddies here. A lot of options as far as the XL candies to get from level 50 or get close to level 50. So because not all of these are requiring level 50 Pokemon, they're at least requiring the XL to get to it. So
Yeah.
let me look at my Azumarill. Oh no, let me rephrase that. Did I say rank 4? I meant rank 2. For my Azumarill. Yeah, I'm feeling it in my throat. This is not good. Yeah, go take a look. There's still another. How much time do we have left? Week and change? No. Week and a half plus, almost 2 weeks of this event. So, 46.5 is what my Azumarill needs to be at to be rank 2. That's hot.
Yeah, it's going to be an investment.
So take a look at what you got here. Figure out what you need. Generalists. If you need something bulky, if you need something generalist, if something's going to fill a better role for you. I'd say if you don't have, in some of my situations where you don't have a good ice type, looking to scoop up candy for snowy cast forms, not a bad option. We are hitting into the winter months, so we might see a
boosted ones.
we might see boosted ones, but we might see
that weird off between the weather cycles.
no, we might see a snow event.
Oh,
where
yeah.
they spawn anyway.
Yeah.
Where you can get a better IV'd one.
Mm.
So if you want to get stock up on the XL candy now, it's not a bad option to do so. And then there's just some weird and wacky ones on the in between. So that is my suggestion. I believe that is all of our primary content. We did not have any answers for the community question.
No,
Is that correct? Okay.
just me.
All right. It was a different community question. Not surprising. We're gonna go to Twitter. We're gonna go anything new. Yep. Nope. No responses. What will our community question be for this week?
I think you had something we chose between the two.
It was another Halloween question on the best Halloween candy, but I think I'm gonna pass on that one. I'm gonna go Pokemon. Actually, the conversations we were having on the Hangout stream before this episode, if we were to get a Pokemon that has already had a community day, what would you want to see? If you are a Pokemon that we've already had a featured community day for, get another community day, what would you like to see?
What rerun community day do you want to see?
Yes. I actually, rather than calling it rerun, I want to call it remix because it would be a different move.
Okay.
Because rerun might be like it's the same move. So like if Larvitar had another community day, say it wouldn't get smacked down, it would get another move. So say it could get Metal Claw or something. Who knows? Or if Squirtle comes back because the Squirtle Squad Squirtle never returned. Sunglasses Squirtle never came back.
That would be one of my votes, probably.
Squirtle. What move would it get? What move would Blastoise get?
It needs something.
It needs something faster. It needs anything faster.
Well, even Bubble Beam doesn't really help it.
It either needs
Better fast move.
a better fast move because Water Gun and Bite are not great, or a faster charge
Bubble.
move.
Give it Bubble.
That would be, let's see. Yeah, because I don't think there's another high energy gain water move.
I mean, can it learn Mud Shot?
Let me look. Blastoise move pool. Bag on for Mega Salamence as well, please and thank you. DJ Keza says, I think that could be arranged.
That's right. Salamence does get a Mega.
Yes, it does. It turns into a fighter jet.
Basically.
Let's see. Blastoise and its moves for Sword and Shield. Let's see. Oh, don't tell me it doesn't get Bubble.
Are you kidding me?
Double check Squirtle. Sword and Shield. No way. No way.
It doesn't.
I don't think it does.
What other water type moves does it learn that could be fast?
Hold on. I want to double check.
That's gross.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Let me see. Those are moves learned by TMTR. I want to see what it says in other generations. Okay, so it doesn't learn it in Sword and Shield, but in Sun and Moon it does.
What, Bubble?
Bubble.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is really weird. Like, incredibly weird.
Region-based Blastoise.
Yeah, that's bizarre. As far as fast moves, nothing else. He can learn Weather Ball. Oh my god, he can learn Weather Ball. Oh my god.
Okay, well, if we take that implication, Rock Weather Ball?
What does that help it beat? That it wouldn't already? If it learned Fire Weather Ball, that's to help beat the grasses.
No.
That's all I can think of. I mean, you can give it Water Weather Ball to give it something spammier.
Yeah, I just feel like it needs the fast move, not the charge move.
Is Aqua Jet a charge move?
Yes.
Okay. Useless. Body Slam? You learned by TR.
That would be interesting. It doesn't really help it much.
Iron Tail?
That's a fast move.
I know.
Gross.
It can learn Aura Sphere.
Oh my god.
Zen Headbutt.
No! Shut up!
I mean, if it got reworked, I think Zen Headbutt of all of the moves could really use a rework. It can learn Scald.
The Scald is a worse Hydro Cannon.
Scald's not in the game.
Yeah, it is.
No.
That was Vaporeon's move.
Oh, what was the other one that...
Poliwhirl?
No,
Poliwrath got it.
there was one that... there was another move that Eric was getting me confused with. Oh, God, I have to scroll through.
Was it a water move?
Yes. Brine. We're getting mixed up with
that's what I'm
Brine.
thinking of.
Brine is a sick move. And if that could get brought over into Pokemon Go, where it deals double damage when you're at lower than half health, that would be nuts.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Blastoise is one I'd like to see, but I think we're kind of peddling too much on the community question.
Water Spout. Water Spout is a new fast move. It's like Snarl. Snarl.
Maybe.
Yeah. Blastoise would be a cool rerun. I would be down for that. The fact that it doesn't have Bubble Beam in Sword and Shield is hilarious. Or Bubble. It doesn't have Bubble. Actually, it doesn't have either. So
Oof. I will go back to my Gen 1 and teach it Bubble Beam from Misty, so I don't care what Pogo says.
Oof. Oh God, what would I return? I mean, we looked through the moves. A Mareep remix wouldn't make any sense because there just isn't a better move to give. To
Ampharos.
Ampharos, yeah. There's a chance that a Larvitar remix might be good. Swampert doesn't need to get any better, DJ Kizza. You need to redact that statement. He says Swampert with Earth Power, please. I'm like, Swampert's already very good. We don't need to do that. We really don't need to do that.
No, it needs Power Whip. Come on.
You can learn Power Whip?
I think so.
Why?
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 Because it's a mud boy.
Sure, but like what coverage, what additional benefit does that give it?
It beats other mud boys.
No, that's what we were talking about with what's the speaker one? Seismitoad. Give Seismitoad that because it's as far as stat wise performs a little less well. Yeah. So give it a grass type move to allow it, even though it's weaker, to outperform other mud boys.
T-Tar with Pursuit.
Does it know Snarl or no?
No.
Interesting.
Snarl would make it ridiculous with its charge moves.
It's also weak. Like real weak within Great League. So
well, yeah, because counters everywhere.
Yeah. So
Counter
give it Snarl. Give it Snarl. It's got Snarl Crunch with a maximum attack. Like it's wild. Every time it snarls, you just hear Godzilla.
I could see that.
Godzilla.
Snarl on T-Tar.
Godzilla. Crunch.
See if it learns it.
Maybe.
I'm not so sure it learns it.
That's Tyranitar move pool. It's almost as if I've searched this before. Yes.
Oh no.
Yep. Via TM in what is this? Sun and Moon? Yeah, Sun and Moon, because it's not in Sword and Shield.
Because what's not in Sword and Shield?
Tyranitar.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it is. So
In
then
the
these
desert, in like one of the first cutscenes.
okay,
for the
so
game.
then this is in Sword and Shield. Yeah, in Sword and Shield it can learn Snarl. It can learn the Fangs. It can learn Shadow Claw.
I don't think Shadow Claw would make it better.
Payback would be interesting. Lash Out. Is it Dark type move? That might be interesting. Ancient Power. It's not helpful at all.
DJ. Okay, that's my pick.
T-Tar. Yeah, I mean it's got options here. It
Snarl
can learn
would
the Fangs and the punches.
Yeah.
It's got tiny arms.
T-Rex arms.
Ah!
I'm gonna punch you.
I mean, it can learn Dig if Dig ever got better.
Dig would be nice if it came with like a defense debuff.
To the opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, dude.
Maybe give it something like Thunderfang. I mean, the problem is it doesn't need Thunderfang. It already has Rock-type moves to help beat the Flyers.
Right, but that beats the water.
Yeah, but then does nothing to the ground
No.
or to the grass.
No.
So,
Ice Fang would be better
yeah.
because that hits the ground and the grass.
Mm-hmm. Ground grass, it hits the Flyers again, so it's kind of meh. Stomping Tantrum.
That's a dragon move, isn't it?
No, Breaking Swipe is a dragon move.
That's
Stomping
something
Tantrum is a ground type move. Can learn Body Slam by TR. Fire Blast, Outrage, Iron Tail, Superpower, Dragon Claw by TR.
Stop it.
Yes. Earth Power.
All right, so community question. What Community Day remix, also known as Pokemon that has already had a Community Day, would you like to come back? And then what move would you like to see on it, or just leave that open?
You can answer it if you want. If not, whatever.
Okay.
If your reasoning is because you want more shinies, do it. That's kind of me for Larvitar.
So what Community Day remix would you like to see and why?
Yeah, that works. What's the best resource to see what's been a Community Day?
I think Bulbapedia maybe? Or Cerebi. Oh, that feels so good, doesn't it, buddy? Good boy.
Are we doing? Is this a Euro brought to you by Eurogamer?
Pub episode.
Yeah.
You doofus.
Yep. They've got a list. All right, this is going in the show notes. Here are your list of Pokemon Speed Run. Starting in January of 2018, Pikachu, Dratini, Bulbasaur, Mareep, Charmander, Larvitar, Squirtle, Eevee, Chikorita, Beldum, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Swinub, Trico, Bagon, Torchic, Slackoth, Mudkip, Ralts, Turtwig, Trapinch, Chimchar, Piplup, Rhyhorn, Abra. Wait, Chimchar and Piplup were back to back? Oh, no, December was a rerun. Rhyhorn, Abra, Seedot, Weedle, Ghastly, Magikarp, Porygon, Charmander, Electabuzz, Magmar, Machop. Yep. Roselia, Fletchling, Snivy, Swablu, Gibble, Tepig, Eevee, and Oshawott. And Duskull. Most recently. So, that is the show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been a same episode of the Battle Science Podcast. Thank you all for listening on any of your desired platforms, be it YouTube, twitch.tv/battlescience, or podcast services around the globe. I have been Steven, joined as always by Jesse. If you would like to reach out to us, you can reach us on Twitter at battle_science. Email us at battlescience.podcast@gmail.com. or hop into our Discord, which is available to everyone. If you want to help support us financially, you can go check out patreon.com/battlescience to send a couple dollars our way every month to help pay for podcasting services, because that stuff actually costs money. Thank you, everybody for joining us. Tune in 2 weeks for another episode of the Battle Science Podcast, and we will see you out there on the battlefield.
Bye.